Hey there, friendos, Newbornkilik here, and today we're talking about opinions. That's a crazy thought, isn't it? Hands down, Gyorg, the gargantuan masked fish, is the worst boss fight in all of the Legend of Zelda history. Don't at me, okay? Here are my gripes with it, and I think maybe once I present these to the council, you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. First off, water sucks, okay? Not as bad because you have the Zora. That makes it a lot better. Actually, if they just, you know what? Actually, never mind. The Zora makes this fight worse because if you didn't have the Zora, this fight wouldn't exist, okay? Because there's no way they would think to themselves, yes, perhaps we should have them fight a giant fish that you can only damage once in a, whatever he feels like getting damaged. So for those of you that don't know, Gyorg's attack patterns are as follows. I eat you. Oh, I came from off screen, and I eat you. Oh, you were hitting my horn? I eat you. Oh, what? You're literally touching my tail? I eat you. I think the most infuriating part of this boss fight is not the fact that he zooms in from off screen and just noms on you. It's the fact that when you take a hit, it takes 20 years for him to stop chewing on you. Like, couldn't you just go clink, boom, done? I don't need to be nommed on like I'm a goddamn meal, okay? First off, I'm a Zora, I have lightning powers, why don't I shock the shit out of your mouth? That's the thing I can do, but I guess not. Well, teeth are around me? That seems like a pretty big flaw in the Zora's evolution plan. Oh, if enamel's near me, I can't use my electric powers. What? So let's say you do manage to hit him. Maybe you stand on top here, and one of the best strategies for fighting this boss, in my opinion, is to stand up out of the water as he's ramming the platform and trying to knock you off, which is actually a pretty cool and terrifying part of this boss fight. That's probably my favorite part of this boss fight, is the fact that he'll slam his face into the platform in the middle of the room and actually knock you off. It's kind of cool in that regard, in my opinion. He can easily be shot with arrows. So you're thinking, okay, Newbornkilik, shoot him with an arrow. You go down, hit him with the Zora. Easy mode. But guess what? His horn is the size of what his manhood must be, because goddamn, it is tiny, okay? And also, wouldn't you know it, it's right next to his attack box. Yep, that's right. His horn is on his face, next to his mouth. You know, the thing he eats you with. Whenever he wants. Gyorg chooses when you go into his mouth, okay? He chooses when you're being chomped on by his little biters, okay? So even if you do manage to get him down and somehow, you know, hit him with the Zora, you're taking damage anyway, because he thrashes around like a 2-year-old who didn't get their sugar fix. I hate this boss fight. This is literally the worst boss fight in all of Majora's Mask. All of Zelda. Not even Majora's Mask, all of Zelda. If you can think of a worse one, type it down in the comments, and if I agree with you, which I won't, but I will be swayed if you have, good arguments, okay? I will pin that comment. While we're on the subject of things that don't make any sense, why don't the ice arrows work in this room? I thought to myself, okay, maybe if I use the ice arrows, I can freeze the water in front of the platform before he rams it, and then he'll slam his head into it and, knock himself down or damage himself. Like, that would be a cool thing that you could do with the item you got in the temple. You got it in this temple. It's worthless. I have not yet found a reason to even have the ice arrows out at this point. What do? They don't do anything that I can see. For those of you under the age of 1000 who have never played the original Majora's Mask, the Gyorg fight in the 3DS remake, I hear, is a lot better. If nothing else, he at least, throws his gross eyeball up onto the land so you can hit it with your sword, which is infinitely more powerful than the Zora fin. It just is. And while logically it doesn't make much sense for him to be like, I'm wounded, I must thrust my weak point up towards you, that would really teach you, oh no. It's better for gameplay wise, okay? It feels better to slash something with your sword than go, oh, that's right, I just took 3 million hearts of damage because he started thrashing around the second I hit him. So I'm genuinely curious. Down in the comments, put how you defeat Gyorg, the gargantuan masked fish, and I will try out your strategies, and perhaps I will find closure. Perhaps I will find entirety with myself and the newfound knowledge, because right now, I just swim at him, pull up at the last minute. I would say about 75% of the time you hit his horn. The other 25% of the time, you go up and over him, somehow don't hit the horn, end up at his tail, and then he eats you. Literally, this happens 25% of the time with this strategy. But it's the most consistent one that I found. So anyway, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. This was a different style video, but hey, it's nice to vent. It is nice to vent once in a while. Anyway, let me know what your least favorite Zelda boss is in the comments down below, and also how in the world you defeat this abomination of God as well. So thank you so much. I'm Newbornkilik, and I will see you in the next one. I'm out.